So, funny story, I used to play Varus Poke with Dark Harvest, and that's why this rune page is called Varus, because the old Varus Poke build used to use an almost identical setup. It feels weird. It feels really weird playing without usernames. But I don't know if it's like... I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Why is everyone's health bars bugged now? Like, it feels weird just playing with the champions. Like I've loaded champion names. Like I've loaded into a bot game or something. You know, like feels really strange.
I can't live without the euphoria of performance.
I can't live without the euphoria. All right, so basically, like what we've got to worry about in this lane is Brand W.
8 minutes.
Mhm.
8 minutes.
Okay. I remind you of a dude from a Romanian rock band? Well, that sounds like a compliment to me. Get wrecked, Aphelios. Which rock band is it? Where have all the good bands gone, and where are all the gods? I have perfect CS! And I'm gonna lose it on this next minion, because I said that, like, every time, but... Yeah, there we go. I lost it because of a grenade bounce that went ever so slightly wrong. Oh, there's the flash. Still, it was worth it. I threw the grenade so I could focus on trading with my auto and my W, so we got the flash. But, you know, being 24 to his 20 with a wave still to catch, you know, it's not too bad. It's not too shabby. We'll see. Maybe I've woken up enough to play on my main now. Alright, he actually got most of them. Which is sad, because I would have been able to maintain my lead a little bit if I hadn't entered those few minions, but... I think we'll still be able to put a lot of pressure down here. I mean, I feel like Volley being here in a second is going to help, but it feels really weird to go from having, like, complete control of the lane to ceding it completely. Because Volley isn't even going to come and gank, what the hell? Like, I thought that's why we were doing this. Like, why else would we give complete control of the lane over? Seraphine. Okay, well, now I'm in a bad position and have to worry about farming in an iffy spot. But that's okay.
Art should terrify.
I think we can get one more wave push off here, because they've probably reset. Either that, or we force them to stop their reset and deal with it. Looks like Brand probably stopped his, so that Aphelios didn't have to. Which is, you know, a good support move. Alright, thank you, Seraphine. Like, normally I wouldn't thank her, because I'm about to miss a bunch of CS, but... I need to go back and pick up Noon Quiver. So...
My talent justifies all actions.
yeah. That was a little bit mismanaged, because we should have forced Brand under the tower. But it looks like Aphelios is going to hard shove this anyway, so... This is a mistake, by the way. From Aphelios, if he hard shoves it, it's just a mistake. If he does this, on the other hand, and slow pushes it, it's pretty good.
During the performance.
Brand is probably in base, so I don't really need to worry about him right now. Which I think is why, you know, having seen Seraphine... Oh, hang on. Nope, definitely not in base. I thought he'd get back a little bit slower than that, but he purchased boots, so... Fair dues. Sometimes I am just wrong.
Yes, they've gone as I want.
Alright, jungler's bot side, need to be careful. Alright, dude, no worries. It was so nice to meet you today. Hope you enjoy taking the doggers out. Yeah, I stream most days of the week, so you'll probably see me online. See ya. Have a good evening.
No poet's words can match my craft.
Yeah? Okay. I've been told by a reliable source I should go take my pizza out of the oven, so I'm gonna go do that real quick.
They will dance. They will sing. They will die.
Okay, I'm back. Oof, and there are minions to farm. I just missed a cannon, sadly. Alright. I need to put my wrist supports back on real quick and then go back into lane. Sadly, I don't have any potions, so this Brand's harass has been kind of problematic. Still, I'm at 84 at 10, which given that I'm into a Brand lane and got the lane frozen on me at one point in this game, I'm pretty happy with. Threw the slowdown there just to try and prevent Aphelios getting further in a hurry. Seems to have done that job pretty well. Okay, I'm not a fan of the fact she did that because, like, she's just damaged the wave. But you know what? If she's going to make up for it with a beautiful encore like that, I shall have to forgive her. In my magnanimity. Is that even a word? I know that magnanimous is a word. But I don't know if I pronounce whatever the word turns into correctly when used in that context. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about my position in this lane. We're equal CS, and I have a kill and he doesn't. He also completed his cull, so, like, the kill will be evened out a little bit when he sells that, but, like, you know, I have the flat stats of the Doran's Blade and the same amount of gold, so I feel like that went reasonably well, to be honest. They're probably going to push here. And I'm just going to let them, because I can get tier 2 boots here and pickaxe, which is nice. We're going to give over another tower plate, but I feel like when you're on 1500 gold, resetting is usually a good idea. Well, that was a quadra. That was an unofficial quadra. Sad that Nocturne got involved, but that was a quadra kill. I played that so well under the turret. I played that so incredibly well.
An icon doesn't have to explain himself.
We just got to be a bit passive here, George, sadly. I want to be a bit more aggressive, but we have a Kassadin and a Yone, so like the longer we don't fight for, the better this game is for us. Kassadin outscales Nocturne. Aphelios does outscale me, to be fair. But, like, not nearly as much. I guess Lilia outscales Volibear too. But I feel like the later we let this game go, the better it is for our team. Because, like, Yone and Kassadin are so oppressive in the late game.
That delightful moment before the curtain goes up.
I'm stood here because it's kind of hard for Lilia to bowl her seed through a turret. So, that's why I was stood there for the recall. Like, you don't want to be just behind it because it can splash, but... Oh, I feel like he should die there, yeah.
Happiness is
I think I fucked that up by moving, because the Aphelios saw me running.
I will touch your heart.
Okay, maybe I didn't need to flash there, but I was so scared that he would Q Kassadin that I flash Gale Forced for the kill. And, like, that may have been a real overinvestment of resources, but I didn't want to give up Kassadin just before a Drake fight. Like, I felt like that would end up going really badly for us. You hop, you pop. That's what happens to Nas.
Death should never be quick. It should be an opera.
Alright, so, like, we've lost more of the standing structures on the map. But as I've already explained, I think we are the better scaling team. So, I'm not too worried about that. Oh, I'm alive. How am I alive?
I bloom like a flower.
Hang on a minute, Lilia. Are you being a greedy girl? Yes, you are.
You will know what beauty truly is.
Okay, well, you know what? Nobody died there, so I'm okay with it. Any play where the enemy, like, fully commits to anything and doesn't get it, I'm sort of, you know, okay with. I'm gonna get a QSS this game because, like, the Lilia sleep, if it hits me, is an instant problem. the Gnarl, you know, the Gravitum, the Brand Stun. Like, there are lots of things for which a QSS will come in handy. I'm falling a little bit further behind in CS than I would like to, but, you know, I've had to do a lot of fighting, and actually this game, the CS priority goes to Kassadin, because he is our major late game scaler, and I've picked up all the kills, so if he wants to go and pick up the big waves in the side lane, it makes more sense to give them over to Kassadin, because of the importance of his level 16 breakpoint.
Every element must be in place.
So at this point, like, it's just about kind of playing safe for me. Not giving up more than I have to.
Smiles and streams, I bring both.
Like, I feel like streaming ADC is, like, sometimes one of the most boring things you can do. Because while I really enjoy playing ADC, I think it's a great and exciting role. Sometimes the game just does come down to sitting and farming while you wait for a major team fight from all the teams. And it's like I'm kind of sat here and I'm just farming minions. I do enjoy playing ADC. I enjoy playing ADC greatly. I'm just like... I'm not sure it's the best viewer experience for you guys. Because sometimes playing ADC, particularly when you fall behind, is all about just... farming. Like, it's about standing and picking up the waves while you get yourself ahead. It's like, it's not the most interesting role to watch sometimes. Because in lots of ways it can end up being the most passive. Does that make sense? See, George, like, don't take this the wrong way. But having a different opinion or stating something that doesn't exactly align with me is not rude. Alright? You don't need to apologize for making a statement which differs slightly to mine. Like, if you enjoy watching me because I play ADC and I have fun, that's great, you know?
Everyone wears a mask.
I enjoy watching ADCs because I want to, you know, be a good ADC, but there are times where it is just I'm farming minions before I get to fights. Like, it's not rude at all for you to tell me to do what I enjoy because it's more enjoyable for you.
Everyone is watching.
Like, you know, and it's okay to say that, even if I'm like, I'm not sure, you know, like, I don't mind people disagreeing with me. Or telling me that, you know, they have a different stance. It's all good. Ah, fuck, I popped the QSS too early. Hey, we won the fight. Last man standing. Volibear. I am the one. And in the end, I'll be the last man standing. What is that song? I mean, I know it's called Last Man Standing, but who's it by? Is it,
A costume, some makeup, a spray of blood.
I like the way in that fight, by the way, that Nocturne ulted, but because they were all fighting in a choke point, I just kept shooting at the same spot. And because I kept shooting at the same spot and hitting things, I had team fight impact, you know? Like, I had impact just by shooting.
They stopped me.
Just by shooting the same point and praying that there was an enemy there. Oh. I'll tell you what, it feels nice, like, after earlier, when I hadn't warmed up. Well, I mean, if you communicate with your partner in the bedroom, what she will usually tell you is where exactly you gotta hit. It's all about communication. Not that I have ever had that problem myself, you know, I don't need Google Maps to find a G spot, that's for sure. Just a few sound effects. Gives it all away.
My genius will be understood eventually.
Feels bad, man. 22 and never had a GF. Oh, I mean, it's not all it's cracked up to be sometimes, dude. People are high maintenance, man. I mean, like, you're not wrong. That's for sure.
I cannot be good. I must be perfection.
I need to hit my item spike for this one.
Through my work, shall transcend. I swear
Because I'm not there yet.
it lasts, but I will not with time.
That's what she said. See, I was always more fond of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the title of your sex tape jokes. Like, those were always what tickled me.
I provide catharsis for my clients and my
Oh, I love Terry. Terry is such a good character. Terry likes yogurt. Terry likes his yogurt. And the, trying to get over his phobia of shooting people with the, like, the dummy in the store. Oh, I love that so. Like, sometimes it's really cringy and it makes me cringe too much. But, like, that show is peak comedy. In a lot of ways, it really is.
without a voice, the donkey without legs.
By the way, guys, am I having a pop-off game or am I having a pop-off game? Jesus Christ. Like, there is a Nocturne, a Lilia, and a Brand on their team, and I've died twice all game. Like, I'm really proud of myself right now.
Art is such a fickle thing.
I feel like I'm playing really well.
Brave is this passion.
Hugs the pillow and it goes, poop! Oh! Superb. C'est magnifique.
My critics are usually short-lived. If I get this outfit dirty, I'm going to be so annoyed. Perfection isn't good enough.
That was a sad death, but it's whatever. I got a little... I mean, yes and no, right? Like, the thing is that, like, so many TV shows carry on long after they should have stopped, you know? They keep milking them for money. And I'd rather Brooklyn Nine-Nine stop before that happens. So, like, yes, I'll be sad there's no more episodes, but if it's all roughly the same quality as, you know, the stuff I've watched so far, then I'll just be glad they don't keep going until it's ruined. You know what I mean? Like, until the last 2 seasons you just don't want to watch because it falls off a cliff. Like... It's always bittersweet to lose something that, you know, you really enjoy, but ultimately I'd rather rewatch the good seasons than watch completely new crap, to be honest.
I never hurt anyone.
It's like with The Big Bang Theory, like, I didn't always enjoy that, but, like, the earlier seasons were a lot better than the end, because they kind of wrote themselves into a corner. Or at least that's how I felt about it.
I must wait until the composition.
I've got nowhere safe I can farm until my team gather around me, so... Gather round the campfire, children. That's probably a good thing, dude.
suffer this ugliness. This art is a compulsion. I cannot resist it.
I'm not going to look at chat for the rest of this game, by the way, guys, so sorry if I missed stuff. But this got really tense really fast, and I want to give my best performance.
I am the lotus blossom. I am beauty. What sweet sadness is killing? It is only when the gun fires that I am blind. Death is certain. Killing doesn't have to be ugly. In carnage, this performance needs more zazz.
This performance needs more. It's my dad's. Oh, and that's the win, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, gentlemen, and anything in between. My Jhin is clean. When I'm performing well, Jhin is without a shadow of a doubt my best champion.